morning, good morning. This is going to be a video giving a little bit of advice on how to use certain Titans and how to use certain motherships. This is for Sniper Spook, but this can also naturally apply to anyone. And Sniper's Titans are Kid, Minos, Indra, and a Nodens, which is a Titan I do not have. I'll speak on Nodens first because I know the least amount. I know the least bit about Nodens because, well, I don't use Nodens. Alright, so your Nodens' second ability is a suppression effect, and what that does is suppression weakens the weapons of enemies, and Nodens' primary ability is, you know, the support link with an ally. Now, the best way to get use out of your Nodens is to use your Nodens to repair an ally Titan. So you want to wait until you see someone else on your team dropping a Titan, and then you want your next deployment to be your Nodens, and you want to support that Titan. You want to keep them repaired, you want to keep them healed up. Whenever you see the enemy focusing on your ally Titan, you want to suppress that enemy to reduce the damage to your ally. And then you want to use whatever weapons that is on that Nodens. Now, of course, if you're a good enough player, you got a high enough level Nodens, you got powerful weapons, you can play your Nodens as an aggressive, attack style. But for what you've got, use your weapons to attack any enemies that approach upon whoever you decide to support. Treat your Nodens as a super gigantic support unit, because that's pretty much what it is. Your Kid is a tank. It has a lot of defense. Also, it has the ability to mitigate defense. And it seems very unslow and unflashy, but it's not a useless Titan. If you can make use of its active ability, learning how to make use of its back weapon in the defense mode. If you don't know how to make use of reload times, you might be in a situation where you pull out your Titan alpha weapon and you've only got a couple shots in it, and then you have to go into reload. You kind of want to make sure that you empty out your alpha weapon before that mode wears off and you disengage it, because you don't want that alpha weapon on the back of your Kid without being fully loaded and ready to empty out. So weapons that you can empty out the entire magazine during the, 10 seconds? Yeah, full action. So the duration is 15 seconds and the cooldown is 10 seconds. So if you should be able to empty out most alpha weapons within that time period. And you want to activate full action. Not necessarily, you don't always want to use full action to gain access to your alpha weapon. Sometimes you want to activate full action to get the damage reduction, and it makes you tankier. So keep that in mind when using your Kid. Now, I do have a Minos. I don't use my Minos very often. I really pretty much don't use my Minos, but there's nothing wrong with it. Your Minos is your most mobile Titan. You've got 2 charges and a reflector shield. I believe you've got 2 charges, or 3. Which one is it? I don't know. Let's check. Charge. Well, you use your Minos' charge ability to jump out of cover, get up in the enemy's face, hurt their feelings, and preferably you also want to use that charge to get you out of trouble. You want to get in and out of cover, get to beacons quickly, support allies. You want to time using your reflector shield when you're being targeted, you want to use it reactive. You don't want to anticipate being attacked and use it, because then the enemy can just wait for the shield to go down, and then they'll pounce on you. And with most bots that have dash abilities, be careful about using all of your dashes aggressively and not leaving yourself any options to get out of combat or take cover. Those cyclone weapons on your Nodens would be a lot better on your Minos, and the only reason I say that is because Minos has the ability to get into that close range faster and easier and safer than your Nodens to make use of the cyclone weapons. So that's I don't even know why they sold that Nodens with the cyclone weapons. And then your Indra. And your Indra is somewhat of a mix between a tank. It's like a tank brawl fighter. You want to, I throw my lasso on enemies any chance I get. I don't wait for a good opportunity. If the enemy's in range for the lasso, I toss it on them. And the secondary ability where you kind of like go into that phase shift, I like to use my Indra's phase shift to avoid damage. If there's a missile volley coming, phase shift to avoid the missiles. If the enemy locks Indra down and you're locked in place and you can't move, you can phase shift to get out of the way. If you play your Indra properly, you can use your moments of invincibility to waste your opponent's ammo, and then while they're stuck reloading, you come out of phase shift and you can empty your weapons into their face. It takes a little bit of patience, but Indra's a pretty strong Titan. I would say check out some gameplay with your Indra. Try it out. That's the biggest thing that I can say. Each one of your Titans serves a certain purpose. It plays to a certain role. You can see that I've been putting platinum into my Kid, my Ao Ming, and my Stellar Sirius, and my Baihu Luchador. Those are the type of Titans that I have that fit my playstyle. I have other Titans I haven't quite invested in yet. I've got a Muromets, I've got Minos, I've got an Indra, I've got a level 6 Scavenger Heimdall, but you've only got so much platinum. So instead of spreading out my platinum and trying to get all my Titans leveled up and get all my weapons leveled up evenly, I'm not really concerned about that. I just want to focus on a couple of Titans, and since you've got fewer Titans than me, you have fewer things to worry about. Now, for your motherships, I'm not sure how much time I have left, but for your motherships, you've got the Dreadnought, which is the basic one. You kind of don't want to be using this unless you got a maxed out Dreadnought and your others are kind of bad. So you do not have a Northlight. Alright, so you've got Frozen. Basically any one of your highest level, like your highest level Paladins are really great. Mothership, it's got a great ability. But when I've got a maxed out level 60 Thor, a level 60 Frozen Scorn, my options for the level 3 Paladin is like, it's got a great ability, and even my level 38 Roulette ship. But you've got Northlight, I believe. Your Northlight is a healing mothership that helps keep you alive. Your Frozen Scorn slows down the enemy, deals damage over time. This is an aggressive mothership. It does give you some shields and healing, but its ability helps you to kill enemies, and the turrets on it, these right here, these will help keep you alive. Thor does damage, and its ability, Thunderstruck, damages enemies and it removes their shields. If shields are a problem for you, you can use this mothership. And your Paladin, basically, if you don't have options to many components, because if you want to upgrade, it takes components. Depending on, you want to look to see what the main ability is, and you want to see what turrets you have available. And if you're just trying to get some help killing enemies, there's certain motherships that are better for that. And if you're just trying to stay alive, then there are certain motherships that are designed more to keep you alive. And then you have support motherships. They don't really heal, they don't really kill, they just help you stay in the game.